Hey guys, welcome to another week, another teaser. So this one will be from the 13th until the 17th of July 2026. Let's see what we have. Coming up on Monday, Tiwos reaches a breaking point with Mapiti, forcing her to choose between him or someone else. Is he being dramatic? Is he not? I mean, I guess he has the right to be concerned, but at the same time, you have Mapiti who's hungry or trying to put a podcast out there. So it's kind of like an interesting, I can say, dilemma that she finds herself in. So yeah, let's see how everything plays out from the crazy beauty faces negative publicity. I really thought they were going to try to do something. I don't know, like a different kind of storyline with crazy. Maybe not something to do with her company, but something. I just don't know what exactly, but something. Thursday, Mapiti not Thursday, Tuesday. Mapiti disappears without a trace. Hopefully it's not because of the guy. And again, this is the kind of things I guess will have Tibo's worried. Maybe he is worried about his safety, over and above just interviewing the Khopano. So maybe it's not really so much they don't like the idea for the sake of not liking the idea because they don't like the guy. Maybe it's for security reasons as well. Kwezi reaches out to Kobas for help but coldly informs her that their relationship is over. I wonder if this is any legal matter she needs help with, but in any case, I'm not gonna add much here. Lahasa feels unsettled after his encounter with Chivase. Chivase. Who's Chivase again? Okay, I'm not gonna add anything. Wednesday, Tiwos is frustrated with the lack of agency from the police in response to his missing person case. Not going to add anything much there. The only thing I hope for is she is really missing or kidnapped, whatever the case, and maybe something come out of that, like a short mini storyline come out of that, just to keep things interesting, I guess, if I can put it like that. Lehasa gets on Ngosi's nerves after eavesdropping on his phone call. Not much to add there. Thursday, the police question a suspect in connection with Mapiti's disappearance. Obviously, this is Khopano that they're talking about, but they make it seem like it's. Anyway, Kwezi steps on Nkosi's toes. See, I will say, this is what I was thinking. They were going with Kwezi and Nkosi. I thought they were going to try some new storylines with their characters. Maybe around their relationship. Also, again, bringing in the wife into the mix and make an interesting storyline out of that. But I'm not sure if it's just because they like dragging everything, so the story will eventually get there, but slowly but surely kind of situation. But yeah, so far it's a bit of a touch and go. You would swear that this is episode like mid episode in a new season, and we are just into a new season, and it already feels like this is the mid season. I mean mid episode, which again, fault of the writers. Pretty asks Kobas a question he's not ready to answer. Why even put this here? Like why? Because this to me doesn't make any sense to be a teaser. Why? Anyway, Friday, a suspect crumbles when evidence that implicates him in a serious crime emerges. A suspect. who's currently locked up. It's Leto's buddies and Ghost, I think his name is. So I think this might be whatever evidence this is. This might be against him, so that the police can finally have something or put him away. Um, yeah, but I don't wanna add anything much there. Crazy's hopes for a successful launch are dashed as she receives bad news. Well, okay, now I think I'm just gonna give it a few weeks or maybe a few days to see how this story develops, especially for Crazy and Ngozi's characters, before I can uh, say anything. So I'm taking back everything that I've just said about their characters, because by just reading this, I think there's something coming, and whatever it is, hopefully it is interesting, and it's something. Nkosi, so far we don't have depth into Nkosi's character. All we know is this a security guy who used to be friends with Lehasa. He's married, his wife is in PE, he's from PE, but that's about it. As far as his character, wow, what traits he has, we don't know that much, and that's the part I think the writers can play a bit around his character and Crazy's character. There's so much depth that they can go into to really create some interesting storylines and see. I guess a big part of that will be why him and Crazy connected in the first place, because usually when you have two people that connect, there is something, right, that made that connection so strong. So either it's their personality, or it's just the whatever other thing, but at the end of the day there's a reason why things are, basically. So I think if they were to dive a little bit more into their characters, maybe that might be unveiled as to what it is, because I can't figure out like why they even clicked. I understood from Crazy Lehasa was because Crazy, she was looking for power. She wanted power, and that's why she was attracted to Lehasa, because he had the power. So she wanted power, money, and fame, and that's why she was with Lehasa. But with Nkosi, I'm not too sure, and I think that's because we haven't dwelled so much into their characters. Now, been saying a lot about Crazy and Ngosi's characters, and you will swear that it's like the only storyline that's going on in this teaser. But there are a few. I actually don't think there are a few. I think it's mainly Crazy and Ngozi. Okay, then we have T-Boss, Mapizi. But this is the one that I hope the writers give us something. That's all I can say. I've been ranting a lot on this one, so I'm just gonna end it there. So until next week, I'm Young, I'm out.